How to make a good movie. Oh, yes. WikiHow. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow, okay. No, it doesn't have any of this. Wow. Wow, this is insane. The Rise of Skywalker sucks ass. I know I'm not the first person to be telling you this, and I certainly won't be the last, as this movie is getting shat on by literally everyone, except the audience. You give The Last Jedi negative reviews, but not this? What the fuck? Anyway, before I get into the review, let me just set the record clear that I am not a big Star Wars fan. Actually, scratch that. I'm a fan of the lore, the original trilogy, a tiny smidget of Revenge of the Sith. I'm sorry, I like that movie.
Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she all right?
You want the fucking brawl? Come down to Snevic Hospitality, I'll come out of my house and I'll break your fucking legs!
Clone Wars, every good game except Battlefront, and that's about it.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Everything else is pretty stinky. That includes these new Disney Star Wars movies. They stink. They're stinky. The Force Awakens was decent, but unoriginal, and The Last Jedi was fucking atrocious. But you know, it has some cool ideas and concepts and stuff. The Rise of Skywalker is neither of those things. It's actually nothing. Literally just an empty canvas smothered in shit. Now, before I tear this movie a new asshole, I want to get to the things I like out of the way first. Also, this review will not have any spoilers because the movie just came out. I might do a non-spoiler review though, I don't know. As every Star Wars movie, the score is really good. You know the score will be a banger because it's John fucking Williams, so yeah, the score is good, you know this. Also, the effects are pretty damn good. Although on certain non-human characters it looks a little for the most part, it looks pretty fucking fire. I also really appreciate the way they treated some old characters and the way they... that's spoilers, fuck. I also really like, wow, that's it. Alright, now that we're done with that, let's get into the things that I didn't like. I don't think it's that much, though. The pacing, the dialogue, the plot, the characters, this little fucking dude, you know... the whole fucking movie. Seriously though, this movie is filled to the brim with shit pacing, sloppy and boring action, and atrocious dialogue. Oh my god. The first 5 minutes showcase a character traveling through 4 different planets. Wow, that would have been really nice to actually, I don't know, explore those planets because it's Star Wars, but we always end up in the exact same fucking place every single fucking time. Instead of that, however, we get 20 minutes at this fucking desert festival. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just upset. Anyway, the plot is bar none fucking horrific and probably the worst in the entire Star Wars movie catalog series thing. You can clearly tell that Palpatine was not supposed to be in this movie or this series of movies, and it was just a fucking Hail Mary from Abrams because Rian Johnson killed off Snoke. Hey, he killed Snoke. Who is the antagonist of the movie, Abrams? Well, let me think. Oh, wow, I know it. Let's bring back the Emperor. Yes, let's bring back the Emperor. Great villain. Let's also have his reasons for coming back and his motivation be completely absurd and go against the lore of Star Wars. Yes, let's do that. That's a good idea. Remember that cool calculating Emperor in the original trilogy? You know, never seen and always pulling the strings from the back like the evil mastermind he is. And what I'm about to talk about could possibly be considered a spoiler, so if you don't want that, skip to this. Get this shit. In the opening title scroll, they literally tell us that this old fuck broadcasted his return to the entire galaxy. Wow, what a mastermind, dude. Hey, remember these characters that were established pretty well in The Force Awakens, such as Finn, the stormtrooper who didn't want to be a stormtrooper and fight against the bad guys? Yeah, that plot sounds pretty awesome, right? Well, fuck you. He got ruined in The Last Jedi being a blatant sidekick, and now all he does in this movie is fucking scream. Hey, remember Rey, the normal scavenger thrusted into this life that she never asked for, having to come to terms with her past and work hard to be a hero? Well, no, she's OP as fuck now and can do everything. Even something that shouldn't be possible, she can do it. She's pretty much the exact same as she was in The Last Jedi, but just not as interesting in my opinion. Completely overpowered and still playing hard to get with Kylo Ren. Speaking of Kylo Ren, he's actually pretty alright. I have some problems with him in this movie, but it's all spoilers, so I can't really discuss it, but just know that he's not that bad. Except his new helmet, that shit looks fucking goofy. Oh yeah, and how could I forget Poe? Fuck that guy. Not the actor, just the character. I've never found him interesting at all, and it's his character and his past that leads us into some of the most boring parts of the movie. Constant back and forth looking for something they need. fucking Easter egg hunt, video game, side mission shit. It's fucking awful. This is a GTA 5 side mission, I'm telling you. I know I'm reeling hard on the characters right now, but let it be known that I don't blame any actors or actresses. The performances themselves are fine, and these actors are truly talented. I mean, one of them's Adam Driver. I love that guy. It's just the characters are bad, and their fucking dialogue. Speaking of dialogue,
They fly now! They fly now!
you know that silly ass desperate dialogue in a movie that you always hear? You know that some shit like fucking I don't know. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Yeah, shit like that. That's a lot of the dialogue in this movie. Take that as you will. I truly do feel like J.J. Abrams was called in, since he did a okay job with The Force Awakens, to clean up the mess that was The Last Jedi. But instead of cleaning up, he fucking tied bricks to that movie and dropped it in the middle of the fucking Bermuda Triangle because it's pretty much ignored. Characters act completely different than they did a movie ago, and certain plot threads just fucking vanish. Remember when Rose kissed Finn in The Last Jedi? Yeah, me neither, and neither does this movie. This movie is so safe that it literally leaves nothing up to chance. Nothing. Everything the characters need, they get. Anytime, anywhere. Literally, they are looking for something and they accidentally fall into this substance, right? And they start sinking, and at the bottom of it, boom, there's the thing that they were looking for. That's not good writing. That is convenient laziness. There's also another instance that they need to figure out where something is. A character then suggests to do something because, and I quote, he says, "I got a feeling." Motherfucker, you have a feeling? I got a fucking feeling this movie sucks. By the way, that hunch that he had turned out to be right, so yeah, epic. The fate of the galaxy resting on a hunch. Love it. That's great writing. Good job. It's just a shame that this is really the conclusion to this iconic story. Not going out with a bang, but a sad, sad whimper. Let this be a lesson to filmmakers and studios. If you want connected movies that are good and successful, have a plan from the very beginning, please. Like Marvel or something. These people did not, and that's why this movie failed. There's nothing to make you want to watch this movie again. It's literally just nothing, and it's a shame. Is it the worst movie ever made? No, not by a long shot, but it's definitely a contender for most disappointing. I'm depressed now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go watch actual good movies now.
Don't make me kill you.
4 out of 10.